Graduation's coming up, and it's almost time to start applying for those internships and your career. It's no secret that the job market is competitive, and with many graduates applying for the same job postings, employees are overloaded with applications, and it's nearly impossible to read each one. So, employers have found an alternative called applicant tracking systems or automated resume screeners. Hundreds of companies are adopting this hiring strategy. So, let's explain how the process works. First, you send out your resume, and HR receives it, along with hundreds of others. Then, your resume is run through a parser. A parser is a computerized program that removes the styling from your resume and breaks the text down into recognized words or phrases. The parser then assigns meaning to your resume content by sorting words and phrases into different categories, such as education, contact info, skills, and experience, so that the terms can be searchable. Then the employer types in keywords to search for candidates. Then the same keywords are matched against your resume, as well as the others. The program then collects all matching resumes, and each resume is scored on relevancy, using semantic matching against the employer's search terms and your years of experience. If you survive the applicant tracking system and score among the highest, you are likely to get called in for an interview. And resumes not optimized for applicant tracking systems lack critical keywords and risk never being seen by human eyes. Rest assured, here are some tips on how to beat the machine, bypass the filters, and get your paper into the employer's hands.
Tip 1. Match your resume to the job. Describe how you meet the requirements. Make yourself appealing to possible employers. Tip 2. Don't just list your skills, explain how your skills will add value to employers. Try to use keywords that the automated screener will be looking for. Sophisticated resume screeners also look for related terms to keywords. For example, not just CPA, but also accounting, audits, and SEC. Also, prioritize the words in your resume. Screeners factor in the depth of your skills, so embed priority keywords where appropriate and order your bullets in descending order of relevancy. Tip 3. Use verbs and sound confident in yourself and your abilities. Use assertive and success-driven language, such as managed or succeeded, to explain what you have done or what you will do. Tip 4. When listing your strengths, use bullet points to make it easier to read. Try to choose strengths relevant to the job and don't forget to prioritize.
Tip 5. Always be honest. Never lie about your skills or experiences. Stay true to what you know. Companies have ways of verifying and finding out. And even if false credentials get you the job, those untruths may come back to haunt you. Tip 6. Know your references. When you give out someone's name as a reference, be sure that you have permission to use them as a reference. Let them know they may expect to be contacted. Provide some information on the job you have applied for so your reference can relate your experiences to the job and give you the best possible reference for the job. Also, check with second-degree references because recruiters may ask for your references for additional sources. Tip 7. Use social networking to enhance your resume. Edit your social media pages to reflect your resume content. Employers will verify what you are like through your social media sites. Hiring professionals warn against giving anyone a reason to prejudge and form a negative opinion based on your appearance. Some resume screeners have features that check your social network posts on sites such as LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Tip 8. No photos or logos. By having images on your resume, it may trip up an applicant tracking system, making your resume unreadable.
Tip 9. Keep it simple. That means no crazy fonts. Use bolding and italics sparingly. Use correct tenses and correct margins. Keep the format consistent. Proper headings and subheadings are formatted uniformly, and only put what is necessary because employees already have enough to read, so don't make it longer than it has to be. Resume screeners may have a difficult time separating long paragraphs. One common mistake job hunters make is submitting a heavily formatted resume online meant to be printed on paper. And lastly is tip 10. It's still about who you know. Don't forget, the actual goal is to get your resume into the hands of a real human. The number one method for getting a job is still networking, says Frank Buck. That means joining professional associations and staying in touch with people is very important. And the best kind of network is when you find a friend who works at a company you want to be hired at. Even with all this technology, the high source for hiring till this day is still employer referrals. So there you have it, 10 tips to conquer the machine for success. Good luck from the people of Marketing Magic. Thank you.